Hi, I'm Christina Hall and I'll be your writing instructor this semester for your online course of Writing 160. This video is going to just quickly introduce myself and then go over some of the things you'll find on Moodle. If you have any questions beyond this video, feel free to contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So first, a little bit about myself. This is my 8th year teaching at Oakland University. I also got my undergrad and my graduate degree here and I love it. And I obviously love writing and reading, or else I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I really genuinely love my job. I am the mother of 2 children. I have a 12-year-old son named Dominic who's in 7th grade, and you'll probably hear me talk about him a lot because he's got some interesting antics. And I also have a 7-month-old named Hadassah, and I'll probably talk about her. She might even appear in some of these videos because she's pretty stinking cute. So, other things about me, I love books, as you can see in the background. This is my living room right now. I currently live in Colorado, although I'm from Michigan. We just came out here for my husband's work for a little while. So most of our contact will be online. If you ever need to meet face-to-face, I do come to Michigan at least once a month, and I'll be moving back there eventually. So, okay, about Moodle. So we have a few things to go over. If you see at the top of the page, it just has some information about our class. Here's my email, and here's the book that we'll need, Griswright's A Guide to First Year Writing at OU. You'll see the syllabus here, which I'll just go over quickly. Announcements, this is where I will post any messages you get, so anytime you get an email, that's from me. You can check your attendance here. I do take attendance once a week to make sure you've done all the activities, and attendance is graded in the writing department at OU, which you'll see in the syllabus. If you are ever turning in revised essays or extra credit, you'll find those here. Some information about general writing, the writing department can be found here, First Year Advising Center. And then at the bottom, if you ever want to meet for office hours, we can either do that through Oakland University's email or on this link at the bottom here. Each week, we'll have a different section designated to what we'll be doing, and I'll always have them listed as videos, readings, assignments, and discussions just to help keep it organized, and I like to be super organized. This week you can see there's just the intro video, which obviously you figured out because you're watching it. We have some readings at the beginning. It sounds like a lot, but it's a pretty quick read, and it's just some introductory stuff. If you've taken Writing 150 at OU, you may have already read these. In that case, you can just skim through them. No need to read them completely if you've already done that. We have a couple writing assignments. One is the first week writing prompt, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment, and then just checking out the OU's 28 campaign, and then we just have a discussion just to get to know each other. So pretty simple week, nothing too crazy, and if you have any questions, you can email me at any time, and we can figure it out together. So, whenever you have a writing assignment, you'll see this little symbol here that looks like a hand with a piece of paper in it. That's how you're submitting assignments. You can always just click on it. I'll always have the instructions in that assignment. We've got a first week writing prompt here. This one is a PDF because it's something that our department has set up. Everybody in the writing department will be doing one of these. You can open it up, and it has the sample assignment right here. So I'm not going to read through it because you guys are grown-ups and you guys can read through it. But if you have any questions, let me know. The one main thing I want to emphasize is it says spend 45 to 60 minutes. Don't spend any more time than that. This is not a graded assignment. I'm looking at it to see where we need to go through the semester, kind of see what page everybody's on, no pun intended, and just to make sure that we're covering all of our bases. And then additionally, if I feel like you might benefit from additional help, then I'll let you know from that as well. So just spend no more than the 45 to 60 minutes on this assignment, and just do your best. Don't stress about it or anything. And then when you click on it, your option will look a little different. Mine says view all submissions and grade. Yours will have a spot that just says submit. So all you have to do is click on it, and then you can either type it right in there or attach it as a document. Yeah, and if you have questions on that as you're figuring it out, let me know. This is a good first week to make sure you understand everything. If I don't get something submitted properly, I'll let you know. It's not the end of the world. And like I said, we'll figure things out together. Under that, you'll see a discussion forum. I give instructions for how to do the discussion forum. You'll see a tab that says add a new discussion topic. All you got to do is select that. Put in a subject. Always give yourself an original creative subject because we reply to each other's and you want yours to stand out. Also, it's easier for me to distinguish between the messages if they don't all have the same subject. So pick a creative original title to yourself. Don't just name it after the forum. Don't just call it, Introduction to Discussion Forum. Don't put your name because I already have your name. Then you'll type up what you want to say here in the message, and then you just hit post to form. So it's pretty easy. Again, this is our first week, so it's a good time to practice it. Some of you may have taken an online course before, some of you may not, and that's okay too. We'll get through it, and it will be awesome. And then finally is the 28 campaign. This is something Oakland University does just to make sure everybody is on track to become a sophomore in the next year, and so you need 28 credits in your first year to move on to sophomore and get done within the 4 years. So take a look at this website, and if you have any questions, let me know, or talk to the advising center. They can also let you know. And then finally, we're going to go over the syllabus just briefly. I'm going to tell you what is on it. Top basic information, course catalog information. I'll let you read through it. No sense in me reading it, although make sure you look through the expectations of students, particularly for online classes. They are a lot of work. They're taking the place of quite a few hours on campus, and so it's not just the 3 hours that you would be on campus, but it's the 3 hours of work plus any additional homework you'd have. So if you are not a self-motivated person, an online class is probably not right for you, because you do need to make sure that you are getting on every week, that you are checking to make sure you're doing the work, that you are reading the documents and getting back to me if you have questions, because there's no way for me to know if you need help unless you're telling me that you do. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that everything makes sense and everything's going well. If I see a problem such as you think you've submitted something but you haven't, of course I'll go back to you about that, but you need to be able to communicate and you need to be self-motivated in order to do well in an online course. Also pay attention to the attendance policy, because we only take attendance once a week. That means that you are only allowed one absence before you start to get penalized, and penalties are 0.3 for every absence after that. So if you miss more than 1 week of classes, that will drop your final grade by 0.3. If you miss more than 3 classes, you cannot get higher than a 0. So you really have to stay on top of making sure you're getting all your work done and checking your attendance to make sure that that's accurate as well, which can be found at the top of our Moodle page. Just read through the rest of it. We talk about grade determination. We briefly talk about what our different assignments are in the class, how extra credit and stuff works, and so that this video isn't really long because you guys can read, I'm just going to let you read through it. I'm not going to read through it all, but do make sure that you do read through it because it has a lot of important stuff in here. And then, so that's it for this week. Make sure that you read the instructions for all of the assignments. Part 1 of the discussion forum is due this Friday, but the rest of everything else isn't due till next Tuesday. Typically, things will be due every Monday, but because it's Labor Day, we pushed it back to Tuesday this week. So just always make sure you're getting on there and checking. I'll update information every Monday for the following week. Enjoy the class, and I look forward to getting to know you all.